welcome back to Free You Tabitha. And today we have a very special episode. The 10 subscribers special. Just how do you suppose we did it, Tabitha? Well, I think it helps that we know at least 8 of them in real life. When you say it like that, I can't help but feel it's slightly less impressive. Oh no! Make no mistake, Rhonda. Getting those you know to join your revolutionary utopia is more difficult than you might imagine. Well, regardless, we want to begin by saying a big thank you to all 10 of you, whether we know you or not. What if some of them are robots, though, Rhonda? I'm not sure we should hold that against them. All are welcome in Free You Tabitha. Well, except humans. Thank goodness, that won't affect our demographics. Quite right. Anyways, as a way of saying thank you, we have opened ourselves up to questions and scrutiny this past week. Oh? And we are happy to report that we got asked a grand total of 2 questions. 2? That's pathetic! Now, settle down, Tabitha. Utopithian life is awful busy these days. Still, which 2 loyal followers asked us questions? Well, it was just the one, actually. One person asked 2 questions. Bah! Sickening! We have to tighten up restrictions, or we'll have a mutiny on our hands in no time. Well, we'll keep that in mind. Anyways, we'll come to these questions throughout the show, but for now, here is our favorite song of all time.
Spring is here, a spring is here. Life is skittles and life is beer. I think the loveliest time of the year is the spring. I do, don't you? Of course you do. But there's one thing that makes spring complete for me, and makes every Sunday a treat for me. All the world seems in tune on a spring afternoon when we're poisoning pigeons in the park. Every Sunday you'll see my sweetheart and me as we poison the pigeons in the park. When they see us coming, the birdies all try and hide, but they still go for peanuts when coated with cyanide. The sun's shining bright, everything seems alright when we're poisoning pigeons in the park. La la, la 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 doo-dee-doo-doo. We've gained notoriety and caused much anxiety in the Audubon Society with our games. They call it impiety and lack of propriety and quite a variety of unpleasant names. But it's not against any religion to want to dispose of a pigeon. So if Sunday you're free, why don't you come with me and we'll poison the pigeons in the park. And maybe we'll do in a squirrel or 2 while we're poisoning pigeons in the park. We'll murder them all amid laughter and merriment, except for the few we take home to experiment. My pulse will be quickening with each drop of strychnine we feed to a pigeon. It just takes a smidgen to poison a pigeon in the park.
That was our favorite song of all time, Poisoning Pigeons in the Park by Tom Lehrer. Now our first question comes to us from @FloAshby337, who asks, Hello, best friend Tabitha. What are your top 5 tips for surviving in the nuclear wastelands? I suffer from human weakness. Oh, that's a good one. Thank you for the question, loyal Utopithian. Usually, this response would be easy, as Since most of our listeners are super mutants, they are naturally well suited to life in the wasteland. However, since you are a self-proclaimed sufferer of human weakness, it requires a little more thought. Do you need a moment to deliberate, best friend Tabitha? No, I got it. Then give it. Rule number 1. Understand how weak and puny you are. A common mistake for any human is to overestimate just how strong you can be in any given situation. It's important that prey animals understand the dangers around them and where they fit in the natural food chain, so that they may make peace with the fact that they just aren't going to be around for very long. Absolutely. And may I just add that none of it is your fault. Yeah, just like we can't help being much stronger than you all, you can't help being the pathetic jelly creatures that you truly are. And moving on. 2. Stay away from battle cattle. While we are aware that humans have some kind of strange, parasitic relationship with battle cattle, it is important to stress that by enabling the existence of such creatures, you have doomed us all. Too right. 3. Be kind to yourself. The wasteland is a dangerous place, and it's important to engage in rituals of self-care throughout your journeys, lest you go insane. We wouldn't know anything about going insane, since we look after ourselves incredibly well. 4 is obvious. Always do what best friend Tabitha says. And that goes for dum-dums and nightkin alike. 5, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but stay away from radiation. Humans have the unfortunate flaw that they begin to fall apart when they are exposed to the sweet glow of nuclear radiation. It's depressing. To not be able to bask in the sweet, warm glow of radiation is just the shackles that you must experience life under. While we pity you, we ask that you do not pity yourselves. And that's 5, right off the bat. I think we can all tell that you are an expert in the field, best friend Tabitha, and without you, society would probably completely fall apart. Probably. More after this.
Kind of trying to clean away the same old stains? Is your store brand cleaning agent letting you down and leaving those floors all grimy? Are your children filthy? Fear not, Abraxo Cleaner is here.
Abraxo, yeah.
With our secret blend of over 11 different herbs, chemicals, and spices, Abraxo takes the grease out of elbow grease and can help you plow through even the toughest of stains. Rust? No problem. Blood? Easy peasy. Nuclear fallout? We've got it! We've got it covered. Our family recipe is unchanged after hundreds of years.
It's just like Grandma used to make it.
The wasteland is filthy, and Gloria next door is going to tell all of her friends about how dirty your house is. You don't want that. They'll think you're uncouth. You want clean. Abraxo, you want clean. Buy it now at your local supplier.
Welcome back. I'm here with best friend Tabitha, and we're answering your questions about life in the wasteland. Next, we have one from @FlowAshby337. Again. And they ask, what is your skincare routine? Thank you again to our one loyal Utopithian. As you can probably tell, our skincare routine has its roots in our amazing physiology and must, as with all things, be attributed to the genius of the master. Because the master is worth it. We usually start the day with a few washes of contaminated water. The glowier the better. And then we like to let the rays of a local fusion reactor run over our contours for at least a short while. Let it all sink in. Then there's the creams. Ah, yes, the creams. We are currently using a combination of the following. Some oils and preservatives from Van Low Taxidermy. We'll link these in the description. Some boot shine that we found in a burned out dumpster. It's robust. And just a sprinkling of Abraxo cleaner to help tighten up those contours. Sweet, sweet chemicals. Though we must point out, for health and safety reasons, humans should not attempt any of my personal skincare regime, as they will likely die from it. A hazard in the way of looking dazzling. More after this.
Come on down to Sal's Weapons. We're the moving, grooving gunsmith wandering the wasteland. Catch us on your merry way and gear up for all of the troubles you got going on. Warning! We are fully armed and we operate a store policy of shoot on sight. Sal's, we'll shoot ya!
Welcome back again. We are almost out of time today, so we would like to finish once again by saying a big thank you to all of our subscribers who made this happen. Yeah, this is your fault, not ours. Next week we will catch up on all of the action we've been having in the Commonwealth. But if you would like to skip the line, you can check out our videos, which pretty much cover the same thing, with only slightly more waffle. Until then, stay safe, well moisturized, and remember to love yourself. And with that, it's goodbye from myself and best friend Tabitha. Hasta la vista!